Hello. Next we see the IS 95, that is Interim Standard 95. IS 95 stands for Interim Standard 95, which is invented in 1993 to overcome disadvantages of the AMPS and the NMPS system. It uses CDMA access technology and QPSK modulation scheme. In the unique code is assigned to every user, so every user is allowed to access the channel fully all the times. Hence, in CDMA system, a new type of interference called as multiple access interference may occur. So, IS-95 provides more features as compared to other systems. Next we see the features. First is the diversity. The types of diversity that are available in a CDMA system. It includes time diversity, frequency diversity, and space diversity. Time diversity provided by symbol interleaving, error detection, and the correction coding. Means in time diversity provided the symbol interleaving, error detection, and the error correction coding. Next is the frequency diversity. Frequency diversity provided by the 1.25 MHz wideband signal means the frequency diversity provided 1.25 MHz band. Next is the space diversity provided by dual cell site receive antenna, multipath take receivers, and multiple cell sites. This is the diversity. Next is the power control. For the CDMA system to work effectively, the RF power in the system needs to be controlled. This power requirement have two key components. First is the all the transmissions from the mobile must be received at the base station's receiver at approximately the same strength, even more conditions of the fast multipath fading. Means for the power control has the two key component, and the first component is all the transmissions from the mobile, it receives the base station receivers and its strength is even more condition fast multipath fading, means multipath signal mixing. Next is to maximize the number of users sharing a cell, only the minimum RF power required for the reliable communication should be allowed from the base station transmitter. Means to maximum number of users sharing the cells, only the minimum RF power is required. Next is the soft handoff. The soft handoff in a CDMA system results from the system capability to simultaneously deliver signals to a mobile through more than one cell. Means the handoff for the soft handoff for the CDMA system results from the system capability to simultaneously deliver the signal to mobile through more than one cell. Thus, the handoff sequence in CDMA system involves transition from the donor cell to both the donor and receiving cell, and finally to the receiving cell. Means in CDMA technique, the soft handoff is useful, and it is useful to deliver the signals to mobiles. In that, it involves the transition from the donor cell to both donor cell as well as the receiving cell, and these signals are passed to the receiving cell. Next is the IS-95 system capacity. The key parameters that determine the capacity of a system is processing gain ratio of spreading code, information data rate, that is W divided by R. Next is the ratio of energy per bit to noise power, that is EB divided by NO. Next is the voice activity factor. Next is frequency reuse efficiency. Next, number of sectors in the cell site antenna. These different parameters determine the capacity of the system. Next is the soft capacity. The CDMA ratio based on the spread spectrum concept. This capacity is especially important when calls might be dropped during handoff because of lack of available free channels. Means this capacity it is useful when the calls are dropped during the handoff because of lack of available free channels. Means sometimes calls may be dropped because of the handoff system, and this capacity it is useful for that purpose. It is soft capacity. These are the different features of the IS-95 system. Next is the radio aspects of the IS-95. The various radio aspects of the IS-95 systems are: IS-95 is an air interface only. It uses FDD or FDMA or CDMA technique. The guard band is 270 kHz. It uses the different types of modulation, that is QPSK. Next is the channel or chip rate. It is 1.22 Mbps. Next we see the comparison of GSM and IS-95 system. First, number of full duplex channels. In GSM system, the number of full duplex channels are 125, and in IS-95 system, the number of full duplex channels are 20. Next is bandwidth of each channel. For the GSM system, bandwidth it is 200 kHz, and in IS-95 system, the bandwidth is 1250 kHz. Next, the type of multiple access technique used. This technique is useful for the GSM system. It is TDMA, that is time division multiple access technique, and for the IS-95 system, the multiple access technique is used is FDMA, that is frequency division multiple access. Next is the number of users per channel. In the GSM system, the number of users per channels are 8, and in IS-95 system, the number of users per channel are 20 to 35. Next is the type of modulation. In the GSM system, the modulation technique is used, it is GMSK, that is Gaussian modulation shift keying technique, and the modulation technique is useful for the IS-95 system. It is BPSK or QPSK, that is quadrature phase shift keying technique. Next is the data rate. The data rate of the GSM technique it is 270.83 kb per second, and in IS-95 system the data rate it is 9.6 kbps or the 14.4 kbps. Next point is the frame duration. Frame duration for the GSM it is 4.615 millisecond, and the frame duration for the IS-95 system it is 20 millisecond. Next, the handoff. Which type of handoff it is useful for the GSM and the IS-95 system? So handoff means the information it is transmitted from one base station to another base station, and for the GSM per technique, handoff technique is useful, that is hard handoff, and in IS-95 the handoff is used as soft handoff. Next is the cost. For the GSM cost is high and IS-95 cost is low. These are the different parameters related to the comparison of GSM and IS-95 system.